we didn't have any money. We're maxed out.
Yeah, of course.
And so now they're spinning it that, the judges ruled.
If you haven't been following the Alex Jones saga, by the way, if you don't know this, court documents revealed that he was not hurting for cash, shall we say. He was running an empire of dick pills. After a court ruled that Jones defamed the families by spreading baseless conspiracy theories that the shooting was staged, a Texas judge ruled on Friday. That's today. U.S. bankruptcy judge Christopher Lopez in Houston ruled Thursday that Jones cannot discharge the debts he owes the families in bankruptcy, because those debts arise from willful and malicious injury by the debtor, which makes the debts non-dischargeable by federal law. Hell yeah. Jones has yet to pay any of the money he owes. Oh, you just know what's InfoWars. Wait, video.infowar. Oh wait, no, ban.video. He's most likely spinning this whole thing already.
I want to respond for the benefit of our viewers and listeners and supporters with the facts of the truth.
Okay.
See headlines all over the news.
What do we have here for what we're gonna get? I will definitely say, no question, call to action. Fundraising, we need you now more than ever. You got to dig in deep. Any way, if you can pledge support, send me crypto, send me Dogecoin, send me every single cryptocurrency that exists. I'll take anything. I'll take shit coins, you name it. Even Serf coin. He might even accept Serf coin for the first time. He's going to do buy our, incredible products. They'll help increase the size of your testicles and, the no side effects necessary to check out. And there's going to be one of those for sure. A lot of that. Yeah. Brain Force. Oh yeah. He's probably going to be like, I'm only able to do this right now because I'm just drinking as much brain force as possible. You too could have the incredible intelligence skills. Your IQ will triple.
Alex Jones loses bankruptcy hearing. And that's not what happened.
Oh.
I want to state the facts for you here right now.
Okay.
When rigged, controlled juries that were told in Texas and Connecticut last year that I was guilty by a...
Hold on. I totally forgot conspiracy. How could we forget? It's got to throw conspiracy in there, obviously, right? Of course, conspiracy.
Judge, and the judge told the juries to find me guilty, and they allowed false evidence that I have hundreds of millions of dollars into evidence.
There's very interesting stuff happening in Texas bankruptcy courts. It's a favorable jurisdiction to do bankruptcy, like Johnson & Johnson. There was a prison medical provider that was doing a bankruptcy to avoid wrongful death claims. In that proceeding, it was discovered that the head lawyer for the firm representing J&J and the prison provider was sleeping with the judge. Oh, wow.
Fraud. It was all over then. This was judicial tyranny against the American people. So I laughed at the time when they were giving...
And yeah, of course, delusions of grandeur. We couldn't have forgotten delusions of grandeur. If anyone has delusions of grandeur, it's Alex Jones. Everything is always about this is because of the highest levels of government. This is because they're trying to silence me. By the way, his playbook, which might seem ridiculous and very Alex Jonesy, was repeated by Russell Brand. That Russell Brand, by the way, who everyone is just forgotten about at this point after all of those sexual assault and grooming allegations came out, including grooming a 16-year-old. Once that was all revealed, his I gotta get ahead of the story was right from the Alex Jones playbook. It's really frightening when the independent media, starts to be able to get silenced like this. It really goes to show you perhaps that there are some people who have a vested interest in silencing me because I tell the truth. I'm the only one who can do it. Please subscribe to my Rumble, and if you can drop money in that dono thing, it really helps out. That's Alex Jones 101.
Never talked about, never said, didn't even know who they were. This was the weaponization of the judiciary. So I declared bankruptcy because back when I declared bankruptcy, I had a few $1 million in the bank. Since then, I'm upside down, but I'm still in the air, and that's what matters.
But yeah, I think to the tune of $1.1 billion, if I'm not mistaken, Alex.
So the federal judge in Texas basically nixed out most of the claims in Texas, but then said the stuff in Connecticut can go forward and it's not dischargeable, and said it's up to our appeals. Now remember, when you see these headlines, Jones refuses to pay $1.5 billion.
The lizard people are behind the curtain. Oh no, it's bigger than that. It's not even the lizard people, it's the space ferrets. The space ferrets want to silence me, but it's up to you. You could basically push back against them. It's the space ferrets who control the lizard people who are living, among us, so it goes even higher. I told you, it's at the highest levels now.
To Sandy Hook. I have a right, you have a right to a jury trial, but we didn't get that. The judge found me guilty in Connecticut and Texas beforehand, and I also have a right to appeal. So our appeals will take years. Those are ongoing. But I declared bankruptcy because of all the litigation. We didn't have any money. We're maxed out.
Yeah, of course.
And so now they're spinning it that, oh, the judges ruled.
If you haven't been following the Alex Jones saga, by the way, if you don't know this, court documents revealed that he was not hurting for cash, shall we say. He was fucking running an empire of dick pills. It was an empire of dick pills. People were fucking falling over themselves to buy his fucking chicken skin dick pill testicle enlarger shit, and like he was fucking printing cash. Like, no, not billions. Let's be clear. Not billions of dollars, okay? This was not a $1 billion dick pill empire, but it was a fucking hundreds of millions dick pill empire for sure.
So this idea of we're going to take your money away doesn't exist because the money doesn't exist. It's all political.
Oh, see, okay, so I'll help you out here. What you're doing right now, you're working. Yeah, this is your job right now. So you are actually generating income right now. So as you continue to do that and spread your vile filth, you have to then transfer that money over to the people of whom you have debts to. Yeah, I'm sure you could probably look at some kind of an installment plan. I don't know what we're thinking here, you know? What's the amortization? You know, is there going to be interest? I don't know how this works, but for $1.1 billion, I'm like, yeah, maybe a cool $100 million a year. I mean, you know, if things were working at their absolute peak, no, but you weren't net 100 million, right? Were you gross or net 100? I can't remember what the numbers were.
It's all a message to you that if you stand up against corruption, if you stand up against open borders and human smuggling and World War III and the pedophilia and the transgenderism, we're going to get you. Their attack on me is a message to you to shut up and roll over and be bullied and be intimidated. So my lawyers predicted, and I predicted, that the Texas case would get limited because it was so outrageous, and the Connecticut case would go forward. But it doesn't matter because the money doesn't exist. And I always have a right.
Oh, again, yeah, if you don't have the 1.1 billion now, which most people, because they know, like they saw your finances, the judge knew your finances before the ruling. I'm assuming this is just, you know, you got some time, you know, we all have a couple years left in our lives, so you can continue to start to pay out along the way.
More demanded on shows all over the place. InfoWars is exploding.
So this is a really good spin in terms of his fans are going to eat up the slop, right? You know, this is basically this is the prepper bucket of all prepper buckets. He's going to get out there and have that cheesy macaroni and fucking vile filth to spew forth, and everyone's going to look at this and be like, well, all right, yeah. He's saying that apparently he's being silenced by the deep state and the Democrats for telling the truth about trans people. He's not got the money, so how can he pay for it? But he's more popular than ever because of us. We're doing that. You feel the powers that are happening right now. Collectively, we are spreading the info wars.
So, Alex Jones personally is being crucified, and they're coming after assets that don't exist. I don't care about that. I'm not into money. I'm wearing like a...
I really hope his audience doesn't think that's how this stuff works, by the way. It's like, you're going to owe a lot of money. Oh, you didn't look at my net assets. I don't have it. Yeah, that seems to work really well for medical debt, doesn't it?
Up your room.
It's like, oh, what? My bill's $25,000? I don't have it. So, yeah, this is null and void. Yeah, that's how debt works.
10-year-old shirt right now. Some old
bankruptcy.
$20 shoes.
I said it. So bankruptcy.
It's all like the Wizard of Oz with Toto, and
it is.
The Wizard of Oz saying, "I am the great and powerful Oz."
Are you Toto?
Toto pulls the curtain back. So.
Oh, you are Toto. Hell yeah. Oh, man. If you got to pick a character, pick Toto. Yeah, Toto's base.
Here's the bottom line. The real victory here is the Connecticut lawyers and Senator Blumenthal, who runs this.
I would love to see him explain that in court. Basically, it's like they picked me up and then they put me into like a basket, and then I was inside the basket, and then there was this like really evil woman, and then she was kind of like a witch, right? But I don't just mean that literally, like maybe figuratively as well, but no, she was like a literal fucking witch, and then that woman was basically taking me away, and her only thing to like, what the fuck are you talking about, Mr. Jones?
Their victory in cutting Texas out of this massive 1.5 billion.
No, I didn't spell bankruptcy wrong. That's a conspiracy. That's the space ferrets. It's all the space ferrets. You're wrong. All of you are wrong. Okay? Shame on you. I'll fix that.
Dollar verdict that doesn't matter because I don't have $1 million. I'm over $1 million in the hole right now, personally. and I'm preparing to sell my car and all the rest of stuff. I don't care. What matters is the free speech.
Oh, I do, and that's fucking yes, please, yeah, more.
And Christ said, if you're for me, the world will be against you. You will be persecuted. So I expect this to happen. It's happening to President Trump. It's happening to you. The inflation is destroying the American people. There's another 100 million.
Okay, hey, none of you had that on your bingo cards, did you? Did any of you? Because we've already hit a lot of them. Obviously, it's pretty easy to predict what he was going to do. But did you know that he was actually going to say that this has something to do, perhaps, with how hard your lives are and inflation's terrible? Obviously, I know, inflation, and that's why you got to pay me lots of money. Give me all of your hard-earned dollars.
$1 for Ukraine right now. It's disgusting. So you're going to see all the announcements that I'm done and I'm over and we're defeated. But Mark Twain said, rumors of my demise have been greatly exaggerated. Saying he was.
If anything, I'm guessing people, kind of want you to keep on making that money, keep selling them dick pills, because now all that money ideally can transfer to the families of the Sandy Hook massacre.
Jedi mind trick doesn't work on me. I continue on. I win. It's not working on me. Don't let it work on you.
This is not the
your
bankruptcy
support of
you're looking for.
Infowars.com. Your support of Band.video. Your buying of the products. You're spreading the word. You're sharing the links is scaring the establishment to.
Ooh, yeah. So here's the exact thing that obviously I knew. This one, that's easiest prediction of all, right? That he's going to do the whole thing into a call for action. That's only you can defeat the deep state. Only you can uphold free speech. And the only way to do both is to buy my dick pills. As always. Always will be. By the way, I don't have money, and send me money. But there's no money. There's no money to pay anybody, but send me your money. Your money is more needed more than ever when I don't have money. No money here. You can't collect my money, which I don't have, which you need to send me right now. Remember that.
To its core. Now, it gets into complex issues, but free speech is separate from me.
Okay.
Free speech is still on air.
Oh, wow. That's something that needed to be said, or some of your audience might be like, I thought you invented free speech. Daddy Jones.
Operating going forward. And if they shut that down, we got 1,000 new operations ready. But it looks like they won't be able to. But regardless.
Of course.
Alex Jones's persecution is a symbol of our strength. It's a symbol of our will. It is an honor as a warrior for humanity to stand for the people. And
I think he's doing the Wolf of Wall Street, right? Those are rookie numbers. You gotta get those numbers up.
and to not back down. I knew this was coming. I'm surprised they haven't already killed me. So I'm here thanking you for your support. So what you can do now is spread the word about the broadcast. When they demonize me and lie about me, stand up for me, because they see me as an archetype of you, as the populist man standing up for freedom. So this victory is Connecticut swooping in and getting the $1 billion+ from Texas, which doesn't exist. It's like they're fighting over a lottery ticket that's 6 months old and was a bad number.
I know he meant to say that, like, the money doesn't exist, but the way he phrased that kind of sounded like Texas doesn't exist.
So I don't like to laugh at these people, but I mean, I don't know how you don't. I am upside down $1 million personally.
Oh my God.
I've never been happier. Thank you so much for your support.
You look it. Tell your face. You should tell your face. I don't know. Usually, I don't have to do that. It's not something I think about. Because right now, I'm pretty happy. I'm very happy with all of this. This is making me happy. So see what's happening. I'm not like, all right, time to smile. I've never been happier.
Support. Thank you so much for your word of mouth. And don't let these wizards, these alchemists manipulate your mind. The globalists are losing. Populists are being elected everywhere, and they're indicting.
I don't know, dude. You're fucking broke as fuck now. I would look into alchemy. Maybe there was something there. Maybe we just missed that one secret ingredient that could have turned the poo to gold. You know, you might find it.
Whether it's Bolsonaro in Brazil, or whether it's the leader 20 points ahead, that's a great patriot in Argentina, we're getting people elected in Italy, and
you're getting people elected. Yeah, well, I mean, that guy, if you haven't seen him, he's basically, what if Trump had a chainsaw? That's how I'd describe him. Because he likes going in public and holding chainsaws and doing rallies. kind of shit.
Sweden and the provinces in Canada, everywhere.
The provinces.
There's
in
too many
Canada.
examples. List them all. We are winning. The globalists are losing. And as men that asked for the fight and got in the fight, when the enemy
Yeah, he's just referencing
hits
fascists.
us, we got to expect that. We stood up. We asked to take our licks, and we're getting what we asked for. So I'm so happy right now. I'm so invigorated right now to be standing with you. That's the truth. And you'll find the reality of what's going on at Infowars.com/.
I think he should learn what happy means.
Show and all the interviews I do and everything else we do. But regardless, it doesn't matter. I'm standing before God right now. God's watching. And what God wants is me to put in 110%. And if I fall like the Alamo, it's an example to everybody else to win the larger war. And if I got to fall like Colonel Travis and my family,
Who else can
my
you
history in
invoke?
Texas, I'm reliving that again.
Texas doesn't exist, bro.
And if that's the case, and I'm supposed to be an example of people, this is an honor. But regardless, I appreciate you all. God bless and good luck.
Now, we have a little bit of time left in this video. Some might say, ooh, I'd say almost a quarter of the length. So surely it's more information and not an ad for his dick pills. Conspiracy bourbon. This one's new. Tell me more. I'm a man of finer tastes.
America's not perfect. For instance, the colonies were founded, and the U.S. was founded off.
This is like twice as loud as everything else that was in that segment. Well, I really got to hear the ad. The ad's got to be fucking loud as fuck. Make sure everyone knows.
But tobacco and whiskey. That's a fact. Sam Adams didn't just produce beer, he produced whiskey. He was one of the main patrons of George Washington in that war. George Washington helped pay troops with liquor that he himself produced. That's an amazing part of Americana, and we should use this responsibly. You know, sometimes I go 4 months before I have a cigar or before
I was like,
I
is
have
it
a
lit?
glass
Oh,
of
it's
whiskey. But I tell you,
Oh, come on, Alex. We've seen the broadcast schedules. We know that's not true. You know? I mean, I think forensic experts could explain a lot of this.
there's a lot of great whiskey out there. But a few years ago, we ran into some great folks that are craft whiskey producers here in the United States who were big listeners. And they said, we've got some of the best whiskeys produced in Kentucky, Tennessee, you name it.
1776.
People that won't turn over their whiskey to anybody else that they
Every single bottle was made in 1776. Guaranteed.
want to bring to you. And these guys put out some of the top names in the country. Some of the highest end specialties out there that sell for $500, $300 a bottle. And they said, but because we support you so much, I looked it up, it was true.
Wow.
We're going to let you sell this to people at a fraction of the price. We're going to come out with a Kentucky bourbon.
Again, it's basically if you had like telemarketers, like, you know, those late night, like, what is it, Christian channels that are just basically, they show you like plastic and glass based jewelry so that hopefully, you know, seniors will spend some of their retirement money on it. And then they start talking about how, like, you know, oh, it's an absolute divine prophecy. This one is, we believe, you know, we can't confirm this yet, but we believe, and we have every reason to think this is accurate, that what you see before you could actually be ordained by the Lord our God. And it was a gift that was meant for us to have and wear, to be able to reflect our true joy and love of Christianity. And it's now, and this is astonishing. I can't believe this, but I'm being told, actually, we are able to sell it at half price. I don't know why. It makes no sense, but right now, for only 2 payments of $29.99, you can have the embrace of the Lord your God wrapped around your neck at all times. He's doing that, except right now it's for conspiracy bourbon, bottled in 1776. You know, it's the same shit, just for a different audience. This one's for white supremacists and transphobes. If you're a fucking white supremacist, conspiracy theorist, and a transphobe, you're probably not going to be the target demographic for the Christian shopping channel. But the same methods to sell you their worthless shit is going to be done. And then you're going to say, well, I mean, at least in this case, it can get you drunk. I mean, that's one plus. You know, you're not. I mean, I'm sure there's a placebo effect when you think you've actually got the warm embrace of God wrapped around your chest or something at all times. Sure, it's like, ooh, fuzzy. But like in this case, yeah, I'm guessing it'll probably still get you shellacked. Deeply controversial conspiracy theorist Alex Jones reportedly releasing new bourbon whiskey. In whiskey news, we didn't really see it coming this week. It appears the controversial Alex Jones is set to release his own whiskey brand in the weeks ahead. Alex Jones, who hosts a variety of far-right media publications promoting conspiracy theories, has been in the news. Notably, this is thanks to the series of monumental judgments against him, a series of defeats, and widely publicized defamation cases. Bet the whiskey, blogging crowd never thought they'd be talking about Alex Jones. Seemingly unable or unwilling to decouple himself from alternative news and conspiracy theories, we're now seeing reports that Jones is planning a whiskey brand release. It's called Conspiracy. It's a Kentucky straight bourbon. It will hit stores in 3 weeks. It's mostly being sold online at $60. There's some key information on the labels, which are posted at the same thread. Conspiracy bourbon is aged a minimum of 2 years. It's bottled by an LLC in Shelbyville, Kentucky. Can you confirm this? Hideous label regardless. What's also bottled at this time, but also 1776. So that's the company. Shelbyville is home to relatively few distillers, notably Bullet, Jephthah Creed. There's one Rut and Strut distillery, which currently does not appear to be active. Is Bullet or Bullet is the largest of the three. It's owned by Diageo. It's hard to believe how a global conglomerate like Diageo, who typically shies away from controversy and risk whenever possible, would embrace this type of venture. That's not to say it's not a guarantee that Jephthah Creed is the likely source, although some have suggested. Jephthah Creed Distillery has shared with Whiskey Raiders that they are unrelated in any way with Conspiracy Bourbon. This entirely new operation could be a bottler, for instance. Additionally, I mean, it's a conspiracy who fucking conspiracy fucking whiskey. Additionally, there's nothing to say the whiskey has been coming from Shelbyville, blah, blah, blah. The blurry label suggests this will be bottled at 46 ABV, although the ABV placeholders are unacceptable in a TTP submission. A surprising figure. Given Jones' wide publicity in recent judgments, it is surprising to see reports that he's developed a whiskey brand. Sure, controversial figures have done it before. This is wild.
Like a good bourbon, like a good Kentucky bourbon, a good Kentucky whiskey. This is amazing. And folks, you've got to check out this bottle for yourself. If you've got a black light, this bottle is very, very special. No one that we've ever heard of has come up with a bottle like this, that when you put a black light on it, has all these secret messages.
Yes. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Man, this reminds me of when I was a little kid, you'd have secret decoder rings and shit like that. You could find a prize inside the cereal box. That's amazing. Hell yeah. Scratch and sniff. Let's find out, You might even get a revealed smell, an odor, if you will. We're not going to tell you what it is, folks. I can't. They'll shut me down if I do. But yeah, when you scratch the side of the bottle, do it. You will have a revelation.
We wear that attack like a badge of honor.
I also really hope this violates some kind of, there are restrictions and regulations when it comes to producing liquor. Do you know why? Because, if anyone wants to do it, say like a bathtub mint julep or something like that, you can make people blind or kill them. So there is regulations put in place to make sure the general public doesn't just randomly buy something made by, say, I don't know, an Alex Jones, right? And I don't know if that extends to hiding secret, probably anti-Semitic or transphobic coding that only gets revealed with a black light on the bottle. Come on.
Think of this as the opposite of Anheuser-Busch and Bud Light and Dylan Mulvaney. Think of
in what way are they? And so this is not woke liquor. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Yeah, it's straight as fuck. Yeah, this is straight cis liquor, right for you. Not any of that queer shit. No LGBTQ plus here, all right? And if you happen to be even a little bit gay, if you've been, like the gay frogs poisoned by the water supply, this can reverse it. It will make you straight. I had a bottle because I was told it would make me more straight, but it only made me more gay. Each order comes with a UV light. Holy shit. Each order comes with a UV light. Orders cannot be fulfilled to Alaska, Hawaii, Massachusetts, Michigan, South Dakota. I mean, that's a better deal then. Obviously, because, if you're trying to hunt for your roommate's cum, you got that. Right off the bat, bold aromas of caramel hit you, followed by robust brown butterscotch and the rich essence of creme brulee. Upon the initial sip, you'll encounter a strong presence of cinnamon and brown sugar, accompanied by a hearty punch of baking spices. Just baking spices? It's a weird thing to say. And herbal undertones. Was this written by ChatGPT? The flavors quickly transform into a robust mix of dark, fleshy fruits and berries. How many things are going on here? I feel like this was made by Wonka. You know, it's like a full fucking 4-course dinner by the end. And in bankruptcy last year, which paused payments to the families while hearings proceeded. Because he's a monster. Don't forget that. Forbes has reached out to Jones and his company InfoWars for comment. It was the deep state. Definitely. After a gunman killed 26 people, 20 of whom were elementary school age children in the 2012 Sandy Hook massacre in Newtown, Connecticut. Jones began spreading baseless conspiracy theories on his political talk show that the shooting never happened. That it was staged by gun control advocates and that family members of the victims were actually actors. Jones's theories, which he espoused for years, led to the families being continuously harassed by viewers and supporters. In a series of cases in Connecticut and Texas, the family successfully sued Jones for defamation. And multiple injuries ruled that Jones must pay them collectively over $1 billion. Months after he was ordered to pay, Jones still hasn't paid a dime. At the same time, families are getting frustrated with the lavish personal spending, the AP reported. Jones spent $93,000 in July alone, including thousands of dollars on meals, entertainment, and housekeeping, bankruptcy filings revealed. Financial documents in his bankruptcy lawyers revealed that Jones's personal net worth is around $14 million, which includes a home worth $2.6 million and $2.2 million ranch, a $1.8 million lake house, and a $500,000 rental property. 4 vehicles, 2 boats totaling more than $330,000 in value, and nearly $800,000 in bank accounts as of July 31st, the documents show. That's pretty, like, it's wild how he went from just like, you know, public access conspiracy theorist to all this.
Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form. Available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free, just like the podcast.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This show is produced by amazing people like you, and if you want to help us out, please consider donating over at patreon.com/theserfs. The show is made possible thanks to Amazing Fletch, Anna Loves Riley, Ariane McCarthy, Cheryl Alvarez, Doug Cady, Everything Important, Hagbard Celine, Laminia Panza, Matthew Scarborough, Multimondi, Omni, Peanut Butter Blondie, Political Pappy, Quiet 185, Rachel K, Riley and Anna, Roller Dragon, Ruby K, Sir Nickus, Spinach Monster, Stellar Vision, Sebastian Demo, Tech Tink, Trevbot EXE, Words Greenwood, and not to mention all of the amazing and fabulous people you now see before you.